Good evening, and welcome to the 14th Annual Leadership Awards. My name is Michelle Scally, and I serve as the Assistant Director of Student Involvement. I'm happy to begin the program as we recognize another year of exceptional programs, events, and most importantly, the student leaders who made them happen. The student staff and faculty here tonight are part of a stellar culture of leadership, resilience, and support at SNHU. We are going to present awards to some amazing individuals and organizations tonight. While the award winners should absolutely be proud of their accomplishments, so should all of you. So many of you do so much, not simply for a line on a resume, but for the chance to better yourselves and the community around you. Take pride in the impact you have on each other and on this new community. Before we get into our program, I wanted to share with you some statistics about our clubs and organizations and all that they've accomplished this year. Not only do we have a wide variety of unique and successful organizations, members of those organizations have a higher GPA than the average new student. Our club members have an average of a 3.22 GPA, while students that are not involved have an average of a 3.18. Our executive board members have an even higher GPA, with an average of 3.44 cumulative GPA among those student leaders and a 3.62 average among our presidents. Though those achievements in the classroom are impressive, the programs and events that these students have organized and contributed to are notable as well. We had almost 4,500 views on our virtual involvement fair, which included over 183 hours of content created by our clubs and organizations. We also engaged almost 200 students at our spring involvement fairs. Despite challenges, signature events including ISA's International Gala, MSU's Soul Food Dinner, and our late night breakfast were hosted. Clubs pivoted to create podcasts, leveraging technology to play jackpot games and Netflix watch parties, in addition to hosting TikTok competitions. I can't name every event that our clubs hosted, but I know that you used your creative spirit and grit to create memorable events for our student body. This year has been anything but normal, and I've had the privilege to get to know and work with so many of you. I am honestly so proud of all that you've accomplished in spite of these challenges. Everything we knew changed overnight, and we had a choice to make, to give up or to persevere. I am so glad that you all made the choice to move forward with us and commit to contributing to our new community in the virtual environment. We are excited to be able to recognize a handful of student leaders and student organizations tonight. Know that while we can only recognize a few, there are so many deserving individuals who all have contributed to the success of the year. Before we move on to the awards portion of our program, I would like to welcome SNHU President Paul LeBlanc to say a few words.
I want to take just a second, to congratulate all of you who are award winners tonight, the organizations that are being recognized, but also just to thank all of you in this extraordinary and strange and different year. The folks in this event are the ones who stepped up and really worked hard to make this as normal as possible and to create community and affinity and engagement across Southern New Hampshire University. It will, in this moment, feel in many ways impoverished, like, wasn't what it's supposed to be. And that's true for so much of our lives right now. But I'm going to take a little comfort in something that Laurie Santos said to me. Laurie Santos is the now very famous psychology professor at Yale who teaches a course on happiness. And she has a great podcast called The Happiness Lab, if you ever have a chance to listen to it. And I was asking her in an interview, I had a chance to interview her, and I said, our students are really pained so much by this year and how much that they're not getting that they expected to, and kind of dashed expectations and a diminished experience in some ways. And she said, the lows in our lives are really as bad as we think they will be. Interestingly, by the way, the highs are often less than we expect them to be. So we live in a kind of more modulated space. But her research shows, the research generally shows, that when people get through something like this, when they look back at it, they wouldn't change it. And I know that sounds odd, like, are you kidding? Of course I would change it. I wish we had. Yeah, so it's not that. But it's like, well, if it had to happen, there were these things that also came out of it, that I either learned about myself or the way the world works or how I fit in it. And I wouldn't want to give up those lessons. So no, I'm not sure that I would change it. This is true, by the way, with people who have gone through terrible, unthinkable things. And So I will take heart in that. And the second thing she said is, it will be years from now that the students who live through this will have a special kind of bond, that they went through this thing together, that they persevered and got through it, and the year 2020 will be this kind of special reference point. She even thinks that seniors who are graduating will be a particularly close class because of what they went through together, more so than normal. So it's in that spirit that I say we would never have wished for a year like the one we have had. We couldn't be more happy at the prospect of being back with everyone back on campus. We will celebrate those of you who graduate. And I'm going to have some faith that we learned a lot, grew, developed our resiliency, hopefully some sense of humor, and that we are better for having been through this kind of unthinkable and unexpected year. And part of what makes that true for me is what you've done, the people on this call in this virtual room together, the achievements of these organizations, of the individuals. It's actually what gave me faith all the way through that we would be okay. And it's what gives me faith in the future, because we get to work with outstanding students like yourselves. I also need to just take a second to thank our student affairs team who put this together, and of course have worked with you all during the course of the year. We've asked them to engage in all kinds of work that they never really expected, to operate in ways none of us were really prepared for, and they have come through magnificently. So thank you all. Enjoy. Congratulations. Be well. I can't wait to see you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paul. It is my pleasure to welcome Steve Boucher to present the Louisa M. Martin Advisor of the Year Award.
I have the honor of introducing the Louisa M. Martin Advisor of the Year Award. Louisa was a beloved staff member who touched countless lives during her decade of service to the university. She was well known through all levels of the university, serving first as a member of the financial aid staff before moving into the role of Director of Diversity Initiatives. Louisa was the embodiment of what an advisor should be. She was unfailingly supportive of her students, yet she always challenged them. She would help a student any time of day, but she'd also expect that that student would pay it forward. Her innate ability to connect with students was truly special. Unfortunately, Louisa passed away in February of 2016 after a long battle with cancer. Though her passing left a massive void, Louisa also left behind a legacy of unflinching support for student leaders. We are proud to honor that legacy with the next award. The Louisa M. Martin Advisor of the Year Award is given to a faculty or staff member who has served the organization for the entire year in a supportive and positive manner. Tonight's winner of the Advisor of the Year Award has certainly honored Louisa's legacy. This person attended every event and meeting this year, an amazing circumstance considering the difficult times that we found ourselves in for the past year and a half. This person is passionately dedicated to the success of the club, offers excellent ideas, is a wonderful sounding board for all of the members, and is enthusiastic and engaged at all times. Going above and beyond is just what this person does, and is regarded as an outstanding role model and the epitome of what a staff or faculty advisor should be. This person is very loved by their e-board, and they truly appreciate the help and guidance that they've received. With that in mind, it gives me great pleasure to celebrate the accomplishment of this year's Louisa M. Martin Advisor of the Year Award. Greg McHale of Southern New Hampshire University, ASCD, better known as the Education Club.
Congratulations, Greg. Now I would like to welcome Jay Tafone to present the Most Improved Organization Award.
I'm Jay Tafone with Community Standards and the CARE team. I showed up to the Leadership Awards usual location on the second floor of the dining center, but unfortunately, no one is here. So So while that's a bummer, and I'm feeling a little lonely, I'm still going to present this year's Most Improved Organization Award, even if I'm speaking to an empty banquet hall and my laptop. So this year's recipient recruited new members, even from the Innovation Scholars, held weekly summer trainings every Wednesday night, during which they had President LeBlanc role-playing, did weekly leadership trainings for all members, promoted professional development opportunities and community development and community service initiatives, expanded its online offerings, and redesigned their layout and appearance for their new issues. This year's Most Improved Organization Award goes to the Penman Press. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Penman Press. It is my pleasure to welcome Russell Antoine to present the Social Impact Award.
Given the current climate in our country, it is now more important than ever to create environments that foster diversity and inclusion on our campus. The Social Impact Award is earned by a recipient that has demonstrated a commitment to causing change on our campus by increasing awareness on issues including, but not limited to, race, gender, class, sexual orientation, ability, and religion. Following some of the racially motivated incidents from this last summer, this group immediately came together because they were passionate about being allies and educating their community members on racial inequalities and systematic oppression. This year's recipient has since organized a number of educational presentations on intersecting identities and published a variety of newsletters on different social media platforms. This group has continued to educate their members on the importance of inclusivity, diversity, and social awareness. This year's Social Impact recipient is a small committee of fierce individuals that are motivated and committed to this work. Through synchronous and asynchronous programming, this committee has shown that they are dedicated to creating spaces that promote the acceptance of each member's individual differences. Their efforts have been staggering, and I truly believe that they're making a difference in our community. I am limited to just 2 minutes. Otherwise, I could go on and on with a list of contributions this group has made and will continue to make on their peers. As I close, I leave them with one advice. Social justice work is difficult and selfless. As you continue on this journey, remember to care for one another, learn from one another, and hold each other accountable by being active bystanders. I encourage you to continue to strive for the inclusive we and not for the exclusive we. It is my honor and privilege to announce the IGC Social Justice Education Committee as this year's recipient of the Social Impact Award. Great job, y'all.
Congratulations, IGC. Now I'd like to welcome Colleen Lubin to present the Emerging Leader Award.
It is my pleasure to announce the winner of this year's Emerging Leader Award. The Emerging Leader is given to a first or second year student who has made a significant impact on their organization or the SNHU community. The person receiving the award this year has done just that. This student has made their mark using their creative eye for marketing and talent for social media. Throughout this remote year, this student has utilized their club's monthly meeting content to use as Instagram stories and maintain an active social media presence. This student has shown initiative and promise since their freshman year when they took on the treasurer role as a new club member and then jumped into the VP role when it became available. This student is described as having a gentle leadership and kind spirit, which is appreciated by all. With the current president graduating, this student is eager to run for that position next year. In addition to serving as vice president for OMAP, this student has held the role of social media chair for Kappa Chi and serves on the IGC Social Justice Education Committee. They are an incredible leader, and I am looking forward to seeing all they accomplish in the future. Congratulations to Kasia Dabkowski for winning the 2021 Emerging Leader Award.
Congratulations, Kasia. Now I'd like to welcome Nicole Gregory to present the Unsung Hero Award.
Typically, I'm the Monadnock Hall resident director, but this year I've had the pleasure of working with the Office of Student Involvement, the Office of Community Standards, and serving as a member of the university's care team. I am pleased to present the Unsung Hero Award. The recipient of this award will have, in some unique and significant way, contributed to their organization or the Southern New Hampshire University community as a whole. The award is meant to recognize those not usually recognized through typical award criteria. The nominee must have contributed behind the scenes with their skill, time, and effort toward furthering the vision, mission, and strategy of the university or their chosen organization. The winner of the Unsung Hero Award is an impressive individual. What is most impressive is not this person's resume, but the entirety of their character. The great Maya Angelou once said, "I have learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." This nominee has consistently brought their best self to each area of their involvement on campus, which has impacted fellow students and staff alike to be better versions of themselves. This person has served in many traditional leadership roles on campus, including being a resident assistant, president of the Human Resource Association, and a manager at the Last Chapter Pub. In this unique remote year, they were able to step into the role as a mentor for the Greeks Getting Good Grades program, despite this person actually not being involved in Greek life themselves. This nominee explained that their goal in this role was not just to mentor their fellow students to improve their academic achievement, but to develop a genuine friendship with their mentees to better support one another through this different and challenging year. Again, this is just one example of this person's willingness to go above and beyond, behind the scenes, with their time, energy, and talents. I am so pleased to present the 2020-2021 Unsung Hero Award to John Jimenez. Congratulations, John. You deserve this.
Congratulations, John. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Michael Evans to present the Organization Academic Achievement Award.
Hello, I'm Michael Evans, the Vice President for Academic Affairs, and I have the pleasure of announcing the Organization Academic Achievement Award. This year, the award will go to 2 organizations. The first I'll mention is a group that has grown significantly in recent years. They maintain strong connections despite the COVID pandemic. They held a weekly Bible study activity. They hosted a winter conference. They also hosted an ugly sweater party, and they provided a community of support for students throughout the year, all the while holding down an average GPA of 3.73. Congratulations to the InterVarsity Christian Fellowship for receiving one of this year's Organization Academic Achievement Awards. Also winning the award is a fairly new organization, and they hadn't been active long before the pandemic hit. The group had to pivot quickly to remote mode, and they handled the move gracefully. They shifted to digital communications effectively to keep their members engaged, and despite the pandemic, they hosted several impressive activities. They highlighted iconic ad campaigns, including the Mayhem campaign from Allstate and Nike's Just Do It campaign, among others. They put on a mindfulness in marketing event, an SNHU alumni marketing panel, a HubSpot marketing certification workshop, and a think tank series that encouraged students to think like an entrepreneur and pitch ideas. They moved much of the organization's activities to Microsoft Teams and used it both to collaborate and to host events. And throughout all that, the club maintained an average GPA of 3.74. For their impressive and successful year, the SNHU American Marketing Association Club receives one of this year's Organization Academic Achievement Awards.
Congratulations to the American Marketing Association and the InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. I'd like to welcome back Dr. Michael Evans to present the Campus Leader Academic Achievement Award.
I have the pleasure of announcing the recipient of the Campus Leadership Academic Achievement Award. This year's winner was the Vice President of the Accounting Society in the fall 2020 semester, and then President in the spring 2021 term. She has done a great job of keeping the club energized and active. Thanks to her leadership, the club has maintained great activities for members, including monthly game nights, which are well attended, and workshops with interview tips from KBW, and a salary negotiation workshop from Robert Half Associates. Throughout this challenging year, this person's leadership helped the club hold together, provide fun meetings and events, and keep students connected. This student has an inner strength that people gravitate toward. She listens to what the other officers say, keeps the meetings on pace, and finds ways to incorporate suggestions from throughout the membership. She also has great programming ideas and fun suggestions for game nights. Recently, the group played Outburst with an SNHU theme, and everyone had a great time. That was her idea. And throughout all this, she has maintained an impressive GPA. And so it's my pleasure to give this year's Campus Leader Academic Achievement Award to Elizabeth West. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Congratulations, Elizabeth. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Steve Johnson to present the Campus Leader Award.
The Campus Leadership Award is presented to an experienced leader who has brought positive growth to the SNHU community and their chosen organizations. The winner of this award will have a variety of involvement experiences and will have made significant contributions to others. I'm honored to be with you tonight to present the Campus Leader Award. This year's recipient is someone whose leadership style is natural, mission-focused, and service-oriented, with one nominator sharing that the recipient stands out for the inspiration that this leader gives to others. The student has been an active member of the Inter-Greek Council, Kappa Chi, Order of Omega. She is recognized for stepping up in the absence of leadership to ensure organizational success. And this leader is also noted for a keen focus on the growth of her peers and for being a servant leader who's willing and able to be part of the work, especially when others may be absent or overwhelmed. What is most impressive to me, however, is that this student was nominated by peers in a year when everything feels upside down. It is clear that her hard work, dedication, unique leadership style, and true caring for the well-being of those around her are what have her peers and advisors impressed and thankful for her contributions to our community. Congratulations to this year's Campus Leader Award winner, Katie Roy. Well done.
Congratulations, Katie. Now I'd like to welcome Gavin Telfer to present the Scott W. Caswell Outstanding Student Organization Award.
Good evening. I am Gavin Telfer, the Director of Student Involvement at SNHU. It is my pleasure to present the Scott W. Caswell Outstanding Student Organization Award. This honor is named after an SNHU student who tragically passed away in 1987. Scott was a member of the Programming Board and the Catholic Student Organization, and was also active in community service. Based on his involvement in academics, a scholarship was created in his name, and this award named in his honor. This is the 32nd year that this award is being presented, and it's the highest honor bestowed by the Office of Student Involvement. The award is presented to an organization that has significantly exceeded the expectations of their purpose and function. The winning organization should have planned multiple successful events, collaborated with other organizations and departments, and significantly developed its membership. This year's winning organization adapted extremely well to the remote environment. As an academic-related organization, they kept a laser focus on providing their membership with myriad professional development opportunities, including hosting a virtual conference with multiple breakout sessions and trainings. This group also put an emphasis on keeping students connected through online game nights and a holiday social. Finally, this club was a stellar collaborator with other campus organizations and chapters at partner institutions. For their dedication to their members and enriching the SNHU community as a whole, it is my pleasure to present this year's Scott W. Caswell Outstanding Student Organization Award to ASCD.
Congratulations, ASCD. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Megan Sage to present the final award of the evening.
Hello, my name is Megan Sage and I'm the Interim Dean of Students on campus. I am honored to present this year's Student Affairs Award to an incredibly deserving candidate. The Student Affairs Award is presented annually to a senior on campus who has consistently and actively been involved in the university community and who has made a positive impact on campus life in both academic achievement and co-curricular participation. This year's recipient is being recognized for her involvement on campus, but also for the incredible leader and person that she is and all that she has brought to our community. She has been involved with the International Student Association, the Multicultural Student Union, and the Style Club, all in various roles, and also with the Office of Diversity Programs, and for the past 2 years has coordinated Sisters of the Yam, one of our most successful affinity groups. All of that is important and valued, but the human aspects of this recipient is what really make her stand out. I spoke with a staff member who knows the recipient well and has worked closely with her and learned that she is kind, intuitive, selfless, and incredibly gifted. She is a self-starter and she needs no direction to resolve problems and challenges. This staff member shared that the recipient, quote, has never met a human she couldn't befriend and is one of the most inclusive personalities I have ever met, end quote. She is fearless. She might be scared to death, but she will do it anyway. Plainly said, she is just wonderful. I am honored and proud to share that this year's recipient of the Student Affairs Award is Jade Smith. Congratulations, Jade.
Congratulations, Jade, and congratulations to all of our award winners tonight. Please give them one last virtual round of applause in the chat. As we close out the evening, I would like to introduce Gavin Telfer for some closing remarks.
I am happy to have the opportunity to share closing remarks at tonight's program. I want to start off by giving some well-deserved congratulations and thank yous. Congratulations to all of our nominees and award winners. In this year of remote engagement, it would be easy to miss much of the great work that's taken place, so it's a tremendous honor to be able to recognize all your amazing accomplishments here tonight. A big thanks to Assistant Director of Student Involvement, Michelle Scally, for putting in hours of planning to make this event a reality. Also, thanks to the rest of the OSI staff for helping provide suggestions, insight, and other help along the way as this event came to fruition. It's such a gift to get to work with this group of wonderful professionals each day. Thank you to Courtney Lawson and Steve Boucher for all of your hard work getting all these videos put together and helping to assemble tonight's outstanding program. Thanks to all the faculty, staff, and administrators, many of whom are also organization advisors, for joining us tonight, and for supporting all of these incredible student leaders and their organizations throughout the entire year via your guidance, wisdom, and mentorship. A special shout out to those who nominated or presented awards tonight. Finally, I want to extend one last big congratulations and thank you to all of you student leaders. This has not been an easy year by any measure, but your dedication to your organizations and the SNHU community is as important now as it ever has been. Thank you. Things are going to look a little different. You all probably heard a version of this phrase countless times this year. Maybe it was in regards to a new remote meeting setup for an organization, perhaps it was a key event or tradition that had to change, or it might have been used to simply describe this unique, often difficult situation we're all in. Well, I, like many of you, cannot wait to get back into in-person events on campus. I think it's also important to celebrate the ways that student leaders and their organizations thrived, despite things looking a little different this year. CAPE's Big Money Bingo moved to a remote format and continued to have consistent student turnout for a beloved campus tradition. The Multicultural Student Union moved its annual Soul Food Dinner to a digital format and teamed up with Style Club to offer an engaging event that still captured a great community feel, not to mention some amazing student talents. The Intergreek Council assembled a social justice education committee, which helped to educate and spread awareness to members of the Greek letter community and student body as a whole. While these examples just scratch the surface of the great work done throughout the year, they do give a window into the creativity and resilience displayed by SNHU student leaders. Above all, I think one of the things this challenging year taught us is that this work really matters. The sense of community your organizations help to foster matters. For some students, involvement in your club or leadership opportunity may have been the thing that kept them engaged during this trying year. There were probably times when you didn't want to do another video chat or host another virtual program, but doing so may have been the very thing that helped your fellow students stay anchored here. That truly matters. So again, I thank you for all your hard work and dedication over the past year. You should be very proud of all you've accomplished. I cannot wait to see you all in person very soon, whether on campus in the fall or at a future homecoming weekend for all of my soon-to-be alumni. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you.